have a very unique background. I was born in China and raised in China and Germany. So personality-wise, I'm actually a lot more German than Chinese, and I think that throws people off. I speak German fluently, and like that's where I call my home Germany, because that's where basically I developed as a person. Growing up, I was actually very introverted. I'm still kind of introverted, and I was a bookworm. I was an art fanatic. Before I discovered cosplay, all I did was actually just draw and paint, and really in the manga style. That's just grew up with manga and anime, and that's what always fascinated me. And when I moved to the States is when I discovered cosplay, and it was just such a unique art form that I feel like it really changed my life. It forced me to be more outgoing, more social, and just allowed me opportunities to really express myself creatively, and somehow became a job in my career, which is really, really amazing. I'm very thankful for it. I feel like I am sort of a extroverted introvert. Like in general, I am like I like, I think a lot of artists are very introverted. It's like we sort of get lost, and my favorite pastime is to be in my crafting hole by myself for days and just make something. But being at conventions, traveling, meeting people, and then being on Heroes of Cosplay certainly has made it so that I had to be more outgoing and more, I guess, be able to be comfortable in crowds and such. Like I have days where, I just kind of want to go back to crafting, but I think most of the time I'm so grateful that I get to do this very unique, thing for a living, that I'm just very happy to meet people, and most everybody is really respectful and really nice when they come up to me, so it is a joy. Cosplay it is an art form. It is painful, it's uncomfortable, and it's just incredible. It's very magical to put on a costume for the first time. It's kind of like the transformation process to become a character for the first time. It's like this high that I'm constantly chasing. I think that's why I'm always making new costumes, because I want to experience that first time putting on a costume that's new and seeing myself in a mirror, doing a photo shoot, walking around a con. It is an indescribable experience. So I think that's why it's worth it to go through, some pain if you're wearing heels or if you're wearing something really hot. In the end, it's always worth it. I mean, it's like anything that you do in life, it's worthwhile. It has to be difficult in some ways. If everything was really easy, then you have nothing to strive for. So for me, I want to make those elaborate costumes, those uncomfortable costumes, because those are the ones that are the most, I guess, vibrant and the most just outrageous. I love it. I do think that cosplay is for everybody, because I don't think there are any rules to cosplaying. You can very casually cosplay with something that's bought or something that's just put together from, found clothing, or you can make something from scratch and spend like 3 months on it. I think for each person, what it comes down to is how they want to cosplay, and there's no right or wrong way to do it. For someone like me, I've been doing it for so long, I have to constantly push myself for my own sake, as a person. If I just made the same costumes over and over again, it would get really boring. Or if I bought costumes or had other people make it for me, I would get really tired, because there's no reward, like you're not wearing something that you created yourself, and that is what the essence of cosplay is to me. But it doesn't have to be that for everybody. Some people just want to hang out with their friends as their favorite characters for a day. So I encourage anybody and everybody to get into cosplay, because the advantages and the rewards always outweigh the negativity. There is a lot of speculation online, and as cosplay is becoming mainstream, there's a lot of scrutiny, there's a lot of criticism, and if you want to do this more seriously, or if you want to do this more frequently, you will sort of get swept up into that negativity. So, the most important thing is to do it for yourself and not let anybody get to you. It's like, it doesn't matter to me that I'm not Caucasian, that I'm not accurate to Barbara Gordon's ethnicity. Like, yes, I'm Asian and I'm cosplaying Barbara Gordon, but it doesn't matter. I love the character and I think it's totally cool. It's gotten to the point where cosplay has gone from a fan hobby to entertainment at conventions. People come to cons expecting to see costumes, and when they see you in a costume, they expect to be entertained. They expect you to look absolutely perfect, and if you don't fit their vision of the character, some people take it personal. So as a cosplayer, you have to sort of walk that fine line between being a fan and knowing that when you're at a convention and you're in costume, you're there for entertainment. You know, like, people are going to stop you whether you're tired or whether you're hungry or you have to go pee or something. They're going to stop you for photos. They're going to, want your attention. They're going to expect to get your attention. And I think, if you're able to balance it out and enjoy both aspects of it, then it's all good. I started in the summer of '99, and I was a newbie kid who knew nothing about sewing or styling wigs or making props. I was always artistic, but I never had done anything hands-on crafting. So for me, it was really this amazing discovery process. And back when I started, cosplay was so underground, there was really no resources out there. Like, everybody sort of blindly felt ahead and tried different techniques. So it was like all self-taught, lots of failure, lots of experimentation, but just collecting skills and honing your skills and learning new skills with each costume. So in a way, I took the stupidest, slowest route to becoming well-known in cosplay. Because I started so long ago, there was like no way to become well-known. Like, I was just like, I just want to cosplay and I don't care what I have to do. So now cosplay's become this industry where people can have fans and, they can like build a follower base and such. And so it's very interesting for someone like me who was in it before that was possible to see the transition and sort of be like swept up in that transition myself. I honestly try not to limit myself to what the future will hold. I don't ever want to think about, when will I stop cosplaying, or set a limit for myself on what time it is to retire. Because if I had set any limits for myself in the last 15 years, I would never have come this far. So for me, life is a discovery. It doesn't matter to me that I'm a professional cosplayer or something. Like, I see myself just as a freelance artist, and I just want to, live my life and be happy and be creative and, just do whatever comes my way. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I can't say that at a certain time I'm going to quit or something, because, you never know what's going to happen. The only ambition I've ever had in cosplay is somebody would bug me repeatedly about something and I would finally say, yeah, sure, I'll do that. I don't know, I've fought against a lot of things that I think could have possibly helped me getting here sooner. I fought against, selling prints or making merchandise or t-shirts or something for a long time. And I don't know, a lot of my journey has been just, it's like kind of like a labor of love type thing. I think, I just want people to understand that for each person, this kind of path is very different. And, don't look at somebody who's like experienced or has like awesome costume and be like, I can never do that. Because it's like, we all had to start somewhere. My first costumes were horrible. So like, it is a discovery process and you should enjoy it. I think a lot of people who first start in cosplay, they see the glamour and they want the glamour, but they don't understand the work that goes behind it. And so they want to take shortcuts to reach that level. And I think it could be very empty if you sort of didn't do this out of the love and the passion for it. But then again, everybody does it for different reasons. So it's like, who am I to tell them you have to do it this way? So I only know what I have done, you know, for the last however many years, and how I will continue making costumes and going to cons and running my business and living my life. So that's all.